Hi you guys, so today's Saturday and I found tracks on the other side of the mountain that a tracker and dog person that was over there tended to think that they were Adian Clune's tracks too, in a burn area, and I found them last Sunday morning. But I'm going to go with what the sheriff's trackers thought. And even though those tracks made a beeline for the narrows that I spotted, doesn't necessarily make it so. And I know they're over there searching now. I don't think I'm welcome in that search party, so no one's going to tell me who I talk to, whose shows I go on, any of that. I'm going to go with what I think. And what I think is this side of the hill. We're parked down there about 200 yards back. The good thing about this side of the mountain is there's plenty of trees for shade.
Yeah, there's no chopped down stump right there. That one time.
By axe? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a small trail on this side, Dan. I think it's a cow trail.
Yeah, I was just getting a look.
It's already warm this morning. This is probably the nicest day so far this whole week. I was back here with Bria about 3 weeks ago surveying this whole area, and I have reason also to believe that this is a high probability. I do believe that Amy Clune search party is probably searching the narrows in the valley down below that. And I will say the tracks I found were beelining it exactly towards that area, but I've read the sheriff's report and what the trackers said, and the tracker said that Adian was doing big circles in places. So I'm going to take it that that was one of the circles, and the reason I think that is the tracks that I found were at a dead run. Looked like one shoe on, one shoe off, and at a dead run, which tells me not that tired at the time to be at a dead run, which could have been one of the big circles, just one that they hadn't found yet, that's all. When someone starts doing that, and there's been a lot of precipitation and not a bunch of snow on the ground, you can follow someone's prints. It gets tough, especially in this country where it goes hard surface to soft surface. You'll lose a trail and then pick it back up. And that's if you're lucky. Does that branch get steep on that side?
What?
That branch got steep over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to follow this cow trail, Dan, because the cows, they never go where it's too steep.
Yeah.
If they do, they'll do it in switchbacks. And just take their time and I'm looking up on the hills for big boulders, anything that you can seek shelter in, a crevice, a bold out hole. There's a lot of those in these hills around here where they almost look like a cave. And on the other side of the hill in Southmore, there are Lots of caves, a big set of caves there. I don't think what Amy knew is I'm very familiar with this range. There's a ranch down at the southern, or down at the kind of the western tip of this mountain range. At this end, the Wells end of it anyway, we'll just put it that way. And they run a lot of cows in here. Kilo doing okay?
Yep.
He's gonna get a workout today, Dan.
Yeah, he needs it.
That's okay.
Just give him rest.
How old is he?
4.
You're half a Harper's age.
Yeah, he's still.
Not even half a Harper's age yet, huh? She sure likes to try and play with him, huh?
Yep.
Kilo's big dog Brown in town, running around. You know where he sleeps? Anywhere he wants to. Yeah, lots of rock formations and stuff in here. I tend to think, Dan, from looking at the topography and everything, the easiest way, I think, is one canyon back. Leads into there.
Yeah,
Doesn't make it so, you know, but that was the easiest way to go over the hill. See the cow trail here?
Yep.
This tells me there's been cows in here for a long time.
Chopped trees and stuff. This is probably an old wagon road. I bet you there's something right around.
A mine up here somewhere, probably. Probably a mine up here then.
Yep. They've been poking around this time.
And keep looking. Oh, I saw that color in that rock right there. Thought for a second to look to see what it was.
Yep, there's a mining claim tube right there.
Oh, so yeah, there is probably.
And then see, you got this canyon. There's a bunch of caves up there.
Up in that one, yeah. That's the wrong direction, though. The direction he would have come from is that way, yep. He would have had to, well, I'm not saying it wouldn't be so, but very unlikely that he would go down and right back up this far out, yeah. Easiest way. Path of least resistance. But definitely we're going to keep looking down in that wash because all sorts of places to take refuge down there. So about every 30, 40 feet, I'll check back down in it. So have you ever slept on old pine cones like that, Dan?
Yeah.
Old Mustanger I know. He used to live in Montello. He's in Wells now. He puts pine cones, old pine cones down like that, and his horses bed down in it. And I mean, they're really soft. If you go over there and walk on them, once they've been out here a while, they're not crunchy at all. Soft. Soft like a bed. Just any of these alcoves close to the trees where it's easy to lay in next to them, and shoulders on a boulder. What kind of bulldog is he? American Bully? Boy, they're a lot bigger than the pit bull, aren't they? Here's that cow trail. Switches to this side of the wash real quick. Oh, deer. Fresh deer poop on it. And deer tracks all over it too. A little bit easier to look down in there from this side, huh? Yeah, but I think cow or horse.
Oh, and they just slipped.
Yeah, see how close they are to each other.
Oh,
like
yeah.
They've been standing, doing a little half-step prance. Close together, how they are.
Yeah.
But probably at the same time, like this one here. So I think lately, up this high, more deer than the cows. Yeah. All of it split hoof tracks now that I've seen. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to concentrate on this side of the hill. They're already searching that side. I found those tracks Sunday and they've been searching that direction, I'm sure, since. And I don't blame them. That's exactly what I would do. But you can't ignore what the sheriff's tracker said. And I'm not going to. I'm going to search this side of the hill and work my way around to the narrows. If he went down the narrows, he wouldn't be in the narrows. He would be down in the flats more than likely if he made it that far. And that would be to the west of Palomino Butte and into the mountain. I don't know whether Amy knew how well I know these hills here. What do you think, you old goat? At least it's a good trail for walking on, eh? Yeah.
There's the babies, huh?
Tangled snarl of wood up there. Yeah, we better go look, huh? In those dugouts. These are the little shelter bowls that we were talking about that lay next to boulders. And these little hollows in the boulders are everywhere, you guys. See how they're hollowed out a little. Animals make dens in those quite a bit.
See behind us, guys?
Yeah,
That big one right up there?
yeah, nothing in it. No,
Okay.
I can see right into it from here.
I haven't seen any tracks.
There is a... Yeah. Yeah, always when you're on one side of the hill like this, you guys, and you've got a good view of the opposite side, like this, stop, take your time, and scan it really well several times. So there's a big deer trail that goes up that way, Dan, up that side of the canyon. So probably going to spend a week or so in this canyon alone with all the branches and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
As far as I can see up in there, Dan, I don't see anything. And you can see a ways in there. It looks like it's about 5 feet in.
Yeah.
Another thing you guys you look for is see the scavenger birds. And it was way beyond that time now. But part of the reason I don't think he's in that valley or on that side is the professionals would have seen a cloud of those ravens. Literally. If there was remains and you were looking when they glassed, they would have seen the evidence of scavengers. And it starts with a big bunch of birds for a couple of days. And they were in there fairly quick, so. This canyon's gonna box end somewhere. So I'll walk down here and you walk up on that. That way we don't miss anything down here. Is this something blue? What is this? Hey Dan, look. Is this part to a tennis shoe? I don't know what that is. Feels like blue leather. Oh, there's more. This is the type of stuff you guys should look for. What is that? Set this cookie down. His tennis shoes were black.
Yeah, this is really old.
Like a year. I mean, it could be just chewed on. Let's mark this spot. Because look, there's more here. I don't know what it is. There's more blue. I don't know what it is. Let's just mark it on the tree here with that, with some surveying tape.
The blue's like a paint, but the white's like a caulk or a sealer.
Huh. Out of place for up here, that's for certain. Yeah.
But we don't know what's up in here because this is definitely was a trail
Yeah.
at one time.
Yeah, there could be an old line up here for all we know. You okay? I'll walk for a ways up here, Dan. Take it easy for a minute. If it ends up here, I'll yell back to you.
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, it looks like it boxes out up here. it would probably be easier to go in from the other side through Cottonwood Canyon and up on one of the trails with the four-wheeler, and then walk this hillside in a switchback pattern. Let me look up and over these rocks here. Set my cookie down for a minute. I'm going to check some of these boulders up here. The higher you go, the greener it gets. I'll stop here in the shade for a moment. And another reason, you guys, I scan these hills like this for you to see is 100 eyes are better than 2. You might see something up there that I miss. When you feel these, I shouldn't even be walking to the point where I'm huffing a little like this. Of course, I'm a little bit older in age, so I stop a while and rest so I get a good view of what I'm doing. Whatever that colored stuff was down there, I'll go back and check the sheet, see if that color matches anything to what he might have been wearing. If it does, it tells me to search harder here. I know it doesn't look like it, you guys, but I'm walking uphill. Hey Dan, the trail picks up here again. Comes right there, and onward it goes. We'll definitely know the easiest way. With the alpacas, when you're going uphill and it's raw land, you let them pick the way. They're packing gear for you, they'll pick the easiest trail every time. I just hold on to their tail, let them drag me up the hill. A lot of people may think that's funny, but you would be surprised how much easier they make it. And for a 200-pound animal, that's a big one. The llamas, they very, very strong, trust me. The deer trail goes right around the boulders, you see that? Sit in the shade for a bit and take it easy.
What's that?
You want to sit in the shade for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to shut this off for a minute and start a new film.
Boy, there's a lot of game out here.